The term military analyst is not a legally protected term. It's not like doctor. It's more like economist. You know, any asshole can start calling themselves one and fart out a vaguely plausible opinion on the current situation.
Hello. Not a lot to do when you have free time, in case you were wondering. I understand why a lot of young men play video games, especially if you don't know what good video games are, so you just play any old shit that comes out. Like, I've been trying some AAA games, man. It's shit. It's absolute shit. So I got my old Xbox 360 here, and I've been going to all the used video game spots. I've been picking up games for a song. Got the old Battlefield Bad. I own Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2 back up north, but I wanted to play them down here. Like $6. I'm like, yeah, it's $12 for 2 games. I got like, I don't know, 10 hours of gameplay easy out of them. And the same thing kind of goes with television, but I think most people know television and movies are such shit. Such low quality and absolute garbage. There is a handful of things. We could name them off right now because there ain't that many. Invincible minus Amber. All right. I'll let that slide. The Boys. That's pretty good. They haven't come out with a new episode in a while. What else? Oh, Louder Milk. Old Man Rolo put me on that one. That one's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can watch that. And then there's nothing else. That's it. Those are the 3, except for Reacher, which is 2 seasons. They're not terribly long seasons. They're good long episodes. They're like a 45-minute episode. And I really don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin it. It's that good of a show that you don't want to ruin it. But I might have to ruin a couple things for you, but without ruining the show. But anyway, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Reacher is based on a book series. Tom Cruise did a couple movies of it, I think, which didn't make no sense because Tom Cruise is like the short little dude, and Reacher is the current actor they have now. The man's name escapes me. It's supposed to be this big, giant man, and so this is a more accurate portrayal. The TV show is more the Tom Cruise movie is just, it's an action show, and he just happens to be named Reacher. Okay. And there's a girl involved. So that there I ruined the movies for you, for the Reacher movies. But the TV series, it's good. And can you guess? Try to guess why it's good. Take a wild guess why Reacher is good and all the other shit is shit. Take a wild guess. I'll give you time. Go ahead, figure it out. Take a wild guess why everyone likes Reacher. Okay, yes, strong, straight, male lead. Okay, he's jacked. I forget the actor's name. I don't even know if he's acting. Like, it's the same slightly autistic, very literal. He has no emotions. And I don't know if that's the actor or if that's how Reacher is. I never read the book because why would you waste your time reading the book when they come out with movies? All you suckers that read Lord of the Rings and you wasted 38 hours of your life reading books well, you just made a movie out of it anyway. You just sat and wait and be patient. You want to spend all that time reading the book. Oh, I'm going to get some flack for that. Yeah, so I don't know if that's the way the guy should act, like that's the character, or if he just is like that normally. But he's a good actor. And then there weren't any huge names in this. The actor who played the T2 in Terminator 2, he's in the 2nd season. He does a good job. He's a bad guy. There's the Middle Eastern maybe guy, the other bad guy in the 2nd season. He's a good actor. I wish we saw more of him. They built him up as a really bad guy, and you're like, oh, is that how it ends? Oh, take a wild guess though. Why? Take a wild guess why Reacher's so popular. Aside from good action flick, good writing. It's character development. First, you got Reacher. He's this vagabond. You don't know who he is. He comes literally off the road. Comes in, now I'm not ruining anything. He comes into a small town down south. And then Oscar Finlay, that's the first gentleman, the black gentleman with the glasses. He's the local detective in the town. And he's like, hey, move along. Who are you? You know, and they don't like each other at first. Greatest quote in the whole thing. Finlay, I'm not going to ruin anything, but the greatest quote, these guys are immediately at each other's throat. And Reacher just towers over this guy. And Finlay is a little bit more cerebral, intelligent detective. He's educated and more refined. He dresses like a professor. Who comes up with it? Well, the author probably did, but there's character already off the bat. Here you got this kind of nerdy city guy who's in my town, but with a tweed jacket with elbow patches. He's not Jack like Reacher. He's not an assassin. And in one of the episodes later on in the first season, they're getting ready to do something. So Finlay takes off his tweed jacket. He's getting ready. And Reacher looks at him, Finlay, you been working out? Finlay says, no, I haven't. Reacher says, yeah, it shows. Oh my God, male humor. Holy shit. Oh my God, somebody over in Hollywood better go murder everyone involved with this. That was some male humor. It was actually funny. But it's the characters. Oh, the bad guys are really bad guys. But, I think Finlay was, there's a girl involved in the episode too. Again, I don't want to ruin it, but this is interesting. There's some interesting bad people. The thing with the dog and all that. So then the second season comes along. I'm like, okay, I got a little bit of hope because I knew the guy wrote more than one Reacher. So hopefully it's not, we just expand and make it up on the fly. And so a different thing happens. He has to put together his old team from the military days. And oh my God, can you imagine that they take the time to create character development on each of the people from his team? And he gets kind of, see, even this is a clever, the relationship Reacher has with his buddy Neagley. And Neagley makes an appearance in the first episode. It's a gal. That's the other gal actor up on the thumbnail. I apologize. I don't know the actors' names. And she's kind of this interesting character where she's retired military, but she's a PI and she has the resources. And she's very smart and very quick and very resourceful. But she's also like Reacher's best friend and kind of mother, because Reacher's a little bit on the spectrum. And she's kind of like, hey, do you need some help? That kind of thing. But a nice, interesting, odd quirk about her character. She doesn't shake hands. She has some kind of tick or apprehension to that. Why? Don't know. But it's something. It wasn't just, hey, she's a girl boss. Is she roundhouse kicks people? There was a person there. Oh my God. And there was an interaction and a relationship she had with Reacher. Not a sexual one. I mean, a different and unique one. A relationship that was unique because it was formed out of two unique individuals and characters, resulting in a unique relationship unto itself. People are having conversation. And the other characters of the team that's put together, there's the former babe hound turned family man. And then I guess the one who was kind of boring would have been not even the love interest, the sex interest of Reacher. And she was fine. It's just she's the nerdy accountant, so I guess in that way she made it. But the bad guys are bad in that one. Bad guys are bad. The Middle Eastern bad guy, he's bad. They really built that guy up, but you were like, oh, what's this guy doing? Oh my God, I'm really invested. Why? They built the character. And so you're watching it, and like that was not a waste of time. Which today, like not a waste of time, is a tremendous compliment for American cinema. It is a tremendous compliment. It's like video games. Ghost of Tsushima, not only was it not a waste of time, it was a joy to play. It was a joy. Almost an honor to play that. Although, that's way up here, Ghost of Tsushima. This was fun. I had a good time. It was enjoyable. You care. Oh, the detective. I care. The other detective that runs heads with Reacher in the second season. Classic old New York cop. Classic old New York cop. All right. And he's got a soft spot. I'm not going to say how or what. You actually gave a shit about these people. And it oh God, I wish I could tell you I can't. All I'm saying is it didn't happen till the second season. I'm like, oh, not going to ruin it, But that's when the light went on. Because Finlay and Neagley, the characters, they're characters. I didn't think, oh, it's a black guy and a black gal. And you know why? Because they're good fucking characters. It didn't matter. And for all you dumb motherfucking talentless hacks in Hollywood, could you at least do the audience a favor, not to mention minority and female actors and actresses a favor, and stop writing, one, movies that are only based on traits, and two, shit fucking characters that you go with some unsuspecting aspiring actor or actress. See, because I know who the actor is that plays Finlay. I mean, I'm intelligent enough to separate the person from the character, right? But people have a positive view of the character Finlay, kind of like Richard Ayoade from IT Crowd when he played Moss. And even though, you know, Richard Ayoade might be he is a different completely person, but it has gotten him into other roles. You play a good role, a good character, which also requires acting chops. Now these people can display their talents and hopefully get more work. But the poor SOBs that ended up, you know, logically and rightfully taking the acting gigs in Star Wars, the new trilogy, or Indiana Jones. I mean, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. The only reason I didn't know that name is because it's hyphenated. It's a weird name. You star in these shit roles, and now no one wants to see you again because they are so not fairly the shit product, the shit movie, the shit show, especially if you throw politics on top of it with the actors and actresses. Which again, the character's name was Rose Tico. I forget the actress's name who played Rose Tico in Star Wars, but she was written to be such a stereotypical woke feminist troglodyte. Everyone hated her guts. I can't imagine what the actress who played the purple-haired commander, I can't imagine what happened to her career after. All the ladies that starred in Ghostbusters 2016, where they, I think only Megan McCarthy. Is it Megan McCarthy? No. Is Megan McCarthy a Playboy model, or is that? No, that's Megan McCain. That's John McCain's daughter, not a Playboy. Megan McCarthy. Whatever, McCarthy, who played on the thing. I think she's the only one that kind of salvaged her career from that. You know, in case you actually do care about people. But oh my God, could you believe it? People really enjoyed Reacher. I bet you if you were to poll what your favorite, Finley's number one. Finley's going to be the top guy. He's going to be the number one loved character of that whole thing. Neagley, though, was a really interesting character, too. And you know why people like those characters? Because they're interesting fucking characters. Somebody took the time to create them and write them and design them. And then the audience got vested in them. And they liked their eccentricities and their oddities and their unique quirks and quirks about their personalities. It wasn't just shove vagina in your face. Watch Velma. Oh, look, shove a green vagina in your face. She-Hulk. And I'm sorry, Hollywood. You're just like everyone coming out of schools past two generations. You think there's a world where you don't have to work, that somehow you could avoid the hard work and the putting in the effort to create quality work and quality products. No, there is no shortcut. I know Kathleen Kennedy thought like, hey, I know everyone loves Star Wars, so we just plus vagina, yay, and purple hair. Fuck the plot. Fuck the arc. Fuck the integrity and the plot holes. Oh, let's just, oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, you like Luke Skywalker? Well, we brought him back. And look, man, I don't know how long this woke Hollywood political bullshit's going to go, but you are not doing anyone any favors, yourselves included, using people's traits as the primary and only selling point of your Echo. Holy ridiculous, Batman. That poor actress, is she ever going to work again? A leg missing, handicapped, mute, or is she deaf? American Indian gal. Oh, by the way, the show sucked. Can you imagine that the show sucked? What? So I know it's not going to happen. That's why all of you went into Hollywood and writings, because y'all didn't want to work real jobs anyway. But why don't you just, I don't know, give it up? Why don't you stop losing all these companies millions, in some cases billions of dollars? Why don't you stop pissing off the audience and just give it? If you aren't going to do anything good, don't do it at all. We got plenty of old television shows we can watch. We'll wait for the occasional Boys or Reacher or whatever to come out. We'll wait for that. But we have, well, I mean, how long does the technology go back? I guess 100 years? Do we have 100 years of film and cinema to go back to? We can all watch Hogan's Heroes. You know, what should we do? What should we watch? Go watch Hogan. I'll give you a bunch of things to watch. You want a bunch of things to watch that are just going to be better than anything you've seen, probably since some of you have been alive. There's the old World War II classic films, Kelly's Heroes, A Bridge Too Far, Where Eagles Dare, The Guns of Navarone, Force 10 from Navarone, Bridge Over the River Kwai, Bridget Ramigan, I'm missing some, The Great Escape, Stalag 17. There's just a fraction. You need some classics? Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon, Die Hard. The spaghetti westerns, all right? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, Duck You Sucker, Once Upon a Time in the West. And then also with the Trinity series, Trinity Is My Name. Go watch those. What else? I've not really watched Gunsmoke or Ponderosa. Or Bonanza. That was the show, Bonanza. We didn't have time when we were kids, but why not go watch those shows? I mean, literally, there's so much better film in the past. What about anime? All anime sucks except Cowboy Bebop. If we were to simplify it a lot. I know, there's some good stuff out there, but man, anime is just a waste of time. Anime is just a waste of time, man. It's not that good. It really isn't. There's Cowboy Bebop. Venus Wars is actually pretty good, but that's kind of more of a short. Crusher Joe, all of them. That's really good. What's the other one? Akira, that's commendable. It was one I really... God, it's escaping me now. Cowboy Bebop. What's the other one? Oh, One Punch Man, which you should save for the very last, because if you haven't watched anime, you're not going to get half the jokes in One Punch Man. And even that got kind of lame on the second or third season. But you don't have to watch Hollywood shit. You don't have to. You got more important things to do, like, I don't know, go to church, change the oil in your car, wash your car, or wax your car, rather. Clean out the garage. Literally anything is better than watching the shit that they got coming out of Hollywood. Except, though, if you have the time, those four I mentioned and the new ones today, Reacher, Boys, Invincible. And even Invincible's on the warning list. Like, if I see any more woke shit, I'm just, no. Like, you better get back to them being Vitramites and the bad guys and the good guys. Okay, we better get back to that. I so don't care about his gay best friend. They really took it up to the edge. Like, okay, we're going to do a quality show, but we're really going to put two giant turds in this punch bowl. And his best friend is going to be insufferably gay. Not normal gay, not normal, like, hey, there's just this, I guarantee, like, well, we're going to have him have a boa the entire time. And then someone with a slightly sandy head says, we better not put the boa in. That might be too much. It is. All right, there you go. Let's go to the super chats. Lar 57, $2. Put me down as one more vote pro background music. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that much pro Arcana. I'm not kidding. We had the jazz music, and then I put the what would it be? The lounge or the chill music. I put that on, and I didn't see anyone complain about it. Ross the Skunk, $5. $5 is $5. Well, thank you very much, Ross. That it is. Today's proceeds go to buy me dinner. Ray John, our Canadian agent in the field, 2 Canadian PUA channels bash the red pill. I I don't care. The amount of infighting and petty beefs that go on between everyone in the red pill community, I've ignored it for over a decade. And the red pill is over. The manosphere is over. No, it ain't. You know when the red pill and the manosphere will be over? When men lose their sex drive. That's when it will be over. Or I guess when women decide to have traditional relationships with men again and men are sexually satisfied. In the meantime, the red pill community is not going to go anywhere because men are horny, to be perfectly blunt. Until we stop lying to young men about the nature of dating and courtship and all that other stuff. And then they won't need it. But the PUA, what did someone on a PUA channel say? And here's another thing, Ray John. Is this a new person trying to start a beef so that everyone links back to them? And because that's one of the quickest way to grow your channels is to do confrontational stuff, which I generally avoid. I don't, unless someone actually is wrong, or I think they're wrong. I don't really, oh my God, I can't believe. I don't do the spider wolf shit. I got too much shit going on. WizDivision Productions, $5. Funny enough, Hollyweird has helped pave the way for many of my favorite content creators to be successful, laughing aloud, people being whole careers now. Yeah, I'd say at least half of my, I love podcasts. That's the number one thing I do aside from work is I consume podcasts. Half of my stuff is like Andrew at Legal Mindset, Valiant Renegade, Critical Drinker, It's a Gundam, Nerdrotic, all of them, Midnight's Edge, Captain Midnight. It's great. And it's hilarious watching them lampoon. I mean, these truly worthless people, they're worse than worthless. They're negative net value, like Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger, all these losers. I mean, losing money, I don't know what else to call you. You're a loser. But it's more that they're so out of touch in Hollywood, I mean, that they thought, like, you're going to bring in a feminist activist to create another Ray movie? Like, really? Okay. More meat, boys. And they've made them, I don't know if they made them rich, but they've certainly made them better off. I mean, I wouldn't be here if people didn't screw up. If parents raised their kids right and we didn't shove socialism down everybody's throat in school and tell them to major in dumb shit, I wouldn't have a career. I mean, I would, but it wouldn't be this. Yeah, dumb shit. People make money off. Look, cops make money off of criminals. Doctors make money off of diseases. These guys make money off of Hollywood. I make money off of what we call it, socialism, feminism, teachers, lying, whatever you want to call it, bubbles. And thank God I do. I would like to thank all the Democrats for lying to everybody about everything, especially the women. And thank you, ladies, for getting divorced 3 generations in a row now. I need your children coming to me. Whatever you do, don't tell them the truth. Nonstop Dre, $2. You sound just like the great one, Cappy. How ironic. Why am I that angry sounding? WizDivision Productions, $2. One Punch season 1 was great. Season 2 was disappointing. Yeah, they didn't know. I think they did it on a spoof, and they didn't really know where they were going. And they got way too serious with whatever the guy who like doesn't get killed no matter what. Ross the Scun, $2. Netflix remake starring Cappy and grumpier old men. I'm not that old. I don't. If I was ever to star in something, I don't think I'd do a remake. I'd be like, nope. Remakes are the sign of lazy people who ain't got no skill or talent. You come up with something original. Not that I have to like star in something original, but like have some, little bit piece or something like that. Nonstop Dre, $2. The Great One podcast is fantastic. 10 out of 10 recommend. I still get a kick out of it, Dre, that you're a black guy and you like the Great Ones podcast. One of these days, I'll have to have you send me an email of why you like it, despite him not exactly being a friend of the black man. Let's just put it that way. And you're not the only one. You're not the only one. WizDivision Productions, $2. If people were not lazy, I wouldn't have an IT job. Yeah. It's the silver lining on what is a really dark cloud. Imagine if now there's no world that doesn't have disease or crime or mistakes, but what if we were just overall a more responsible society? See, because well, then I wouldn't have my IT job. Yeah, but you'd be doing something else, something probably more productive. I'm sure you don't like whatever it is in IT that you do, getting rid of viruses because somebody screwed up. I'm sure the mechanics who have to repair that F-35 fighter plane because some idiot left a flashlight in the engine and they fired it up and it destroyed an engine. I would have been doing something else had I not done asshole consulting. You know, if parents raised their kids right, the kids didn't need 101 basic shit advice in life, I'd probably do something else. And we'd probably do something more. All we're doing is cleaning up messes. There's no new production with what we do. Like, you just got the computer back to normal. I can't even say I get these kids back to normal. All I do is maybe get these kids not to major in dumb shit so their finances get together pretty good. It's even debatable. Can you cure a person's psychology when they've been lied to their entire youth? I think the damage is permanent. And so, I mean, you can get them back to normal, at least get them to understanding, but the pain and damage is still there. You know, the crime is still committed. It's just that we arrested you, prevented other crime, I guess, if you're a cop. Yeah, no, I guess thank God thank God people are lazy because here we are. All right, that's it. If you haven't seen Reacher, I strongly recommend you do. It's a very good show. Link below is, I don't know, something. If you get bored, go read a book of mine or something. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.